Good morning, y'all. I haven't had a good morning rant in quite some time, and I've been trying to keep my tongue still. I was going to write something. I have a very hard time keeping quiet about things, especially things that are important, especially things that mean a lot. And I think this is a turning point right now in U.S. history, believe it or not. And there was hope coming in January. We all felt that. We all thought that, but at the same time, I'm concerned. I'm greatly concerned because this platform that's about to be, they're trying to take down, and they're not looking at the fact or the positive outcome of the app. What they're looking at is a threat. They're looking at it as a threat, and the reason they look at it like that is because we are connecting on such a deeper level. We are connecting in ways that we haven't done in decades in this country. We are really starting to come together, and that's scary for them. That is scary for them. And Lord willing, you know, we're not going to lose it. But it's very, very real. It's very, very imminent. It's very, very real. And the sad part is it will affect millions of Americans. And I like the platform. I like TikTok because I just watched a story this morning. A sweet old lady, Spencer's Landscaping. I'm sure you've seen the video by now. He raised $500,000 for a little old lady who had nothing. If it wasn't for this platform, he wouldn't have been able to do that. And to see the tears, to see her joy, to see the freedom. I see creators on here that bring so much hope, that bring so much joy, that lift people up out of the gutter. I've seen homeless people go from the gutter to a warm place to stay with food in their stomachs because of this app. We have done more for each other than the government has done for us in the last 100 years. Let that one sink in. Let that sink in. See, it's not about care. It's not about love. It's not about encouragement. It's not about any of that with our government. It's about take, and continue to take and take and take and control, 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 control. I don't know where it is exactly where I think we were dumbed and slowly enslaved to the total. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say totalitarianism. I know I said that wrong, but that's sort of what this is. This is becoming, and we've allowed it. And for a country outside of here to come along and create a platform where we can express ourselves freely without fear, freely without threat, to be able to listen to someone. How many people in the middle of the night went to this platform who were that close to putting an end to things, and they just bumped into somebody's live and got encouraged, felt love, felt like somebody out there cared. I see this all over this app, and that's why it disturbs me. It really does disturb me because I feel like this is our last line of defense for each other as Americans. I feel like it's, in a sense, our last hope, if you think about it. Because it's amazing to me that I sit here and I scroll. We can't help it, and so much good. I'm sure you can find the wicked if you look for the wicked. If you're wicked-minded and wicked-hearted and you look for wicked stuff, you're going to find plenty of that. But if you're a person who believes in mankind, believes in fellow man, and wants to support, wants to encourage and cares and is Christian and prays for others, it's amazing. It just blows me away at the stuff that I find on this app. And it wouldn't be possible. It wouldn't be possible. It would not be possible. There's so many good creators on here doing so much good stuff for so many people. And the government doesn't like that. The government wants to control the narrative in our lives. They want to make sure that we are unable to take care of ourselves. They want us to be completely, totally, 100% dependent upon their control, and it's mind-boggling to me. Abraham Lincoln, I think, said it best, that the tree of liberty must be watered with the of patriots from time to time. And the last time we separated from our powers to be was 1776. Here it is a couple hundred years later, and I think it's about darn time, But how? But how do you do that? Because now the person or the leadership that's supposed to work for us now reign over us. Check that out. We're no longer citizens. We are subjects, right? Think about that, right? We're afraid to talk. We're afraid to do things. We're afraid to say things. We have to follow all of these rules, all of these regulations. At what point? I mean, I'm going to be the first one to say that I'm a social media Rambo. I'll sit here and talk smack, but I think if the chips were down, I don't know. I don't know if I have the courage to actually step into things and make things happen. I would hope I would, but who is going to be the one? Hopefully, it's our leader in January. Hopefully, it will be him, and this country will do a 360. And in the meantime, anyone out there, I highly doubt this will reach anyone with position of leadership. But if it does, look at the stories of the people that are being found, that were lost, that were forgotten, that were brushed aside under the rug by our own leadership. Those are the people that are being touched by this app. I see it. I see it. I see homeless people getting haircuts and getting their dignity back, and their pride and getting back on their feet because somebody loved them and cared them enough to put together a GoFundMe and get them home, and little old ladies who don't have any friends now have millions of friends because of this app, right? See it. I see old people on here getting on here for the first time that I know that have been lonely their whole lives. And now they have a following. And they can go on in the middle of the night when they're feeling lonely and have conversations and actually have socialization, and to be able to, older people can't leave their homes. I see people, another good example, I see people who are incapacitated, who can't leave their homes, who are bedridden, who are or unfortunately in chairs, and they're accepted. They're accepted and they're loved, and they get a following, and they find courage and they find the ability, okay, I could do this, and people are not going to reject me like I thought they were. That's because of this app. Can't put it into words. And this is definitely a morning rant that needs to be had. Because needs to be said. Needs to be said. I really hope you made it this far. And I hope to get an opportunity to speak to you again, but for any reason I don't. Thank you for the great 3 years, man. Thank you for lifting me up in the middle of the night when things were tough. Thanks for hearing my prayers. Thanks for praying for me. Thanks for encouraging me. Thanks for looking out for me. You all have been an amazing group of followers, and and you've all been an amazing group of creators, man. You've got some of you people are extremely talented and amazing. And if it wasn't for this app, that's the biggest thing, man. That's the saddest thing. I feel like this is our last line of defense, right? This is all we have left. How much more can you take? How much more can you take from us? We're down to nothing. Our pockets are empty. Our bills are unpaid. We go to bed riddled with worry and fear every night and anxiety because we don't know what's going to happen next, and just so many difficult things. And it's sad, man. It really is. I hope you folks made it this far, and I'm praying for the app. I'm praying for all of you, I'm going to continue to pray for you every morning until I can't, and at what point, as Americans, because we're all alike, that's another thing amazing about this app. We all thought we were completely separated and divided, and that's what they wanted us to think. But this app has brought us together, and it blows my mind that another country had to come in here and use their outside platform to bring us American people together and to show us what the leadership of this country really is about, to show us what kind of people they are, and they don't have our best interest at heart. They don't have our best interest at heart at all in any way. I would say this, but the country that runs this app, I think it's done more for Americans. I said it earlier. It's done more for Americans than our own leadership has done in the last 100 years. I mean, I think it's the most true statement you could ever hear. And that's the truth. That's the truth. You got a homeless person or a homeless vet looking for something to eat. What does he get? He gets a run around. He gets lied to. He gets shuffled. He gets this, that. He goes onto this app where somebody puts him on this app, and within 5 days, the man's got an apartment. The man's got food. The man's getting medical help. The man's getting counseling. The man's getting everything that he needs within 5 days. Why can't our leadership do that, man? And now they're going to take this away from us. It sucks. It really sucks. I hope you made it this far. Praying for all of you. I'm praying for this app. And Lord willing, we're going to come out of this and we're going to hang on to this. And Lord willing, the Supreme Court is going to do the right thing and stand up for us Americans and allow us to keep this platform, the only platform that we have left where we can actually use our voice and we can help each other and save each other. God bless you all, man. See you on the other side. Godspeed.